Hello, how you doing? I am your host, King, my kings and queens. I would like to talk a little bit about how to focus. And this video is not going to be as long as the other video about dealing with students or difficult students who say they don't care. But I think this is important if you don't know what decisions to make. If you're indecisive, if you're torn about choosing between everyday decisions. For example, let's say you have people who want you to give them their chips or their sunflower seeds. You don't know what sunflower seeds to pick. Rather be rather than being safe than sorry. How about it's a gamble, and this is your discretion. This is your protocol. This is your prerogative. But instead of get coming back empty-handed, you could get them 2 or 3 sunflower seeds. The reason I say that is because you have tried. I know there's some people that say, "Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting money to make that gamble," and they still don't like the choices that I presented them with or the menu that I gave them. But once again, it's better than nothing because you tried. You being extra prepared. You being safe than sorry. You're going extra mile. This represents you going 110%. So this is not just with sunflower seeds. This is the principle. This will help you with your focus. This will help you with your conversations. This will help you to be more resourceful, more smart, more intelligent, more educated, more sophisticated, more genius, if you will. You got to do this all the time, every once in a blue moon. If you know that they was asking for, having a craving for some snacks, bring 2 of the snacks because that will be your, look at it as it being your extra receipt. Instead of 1 receipt, you have 2 receipts by getting the 2 chips or 2 sunflower seeds because you being extra sure, you're being extra cautious, you're being careful because you don't want to come back home and then people say, well, you should have bought something anyway. You should have bought 2 anyway, but you didn't bring anything. You got what you want, but you didn't bring what I want. But I know you want to be precise and exact, which is understandable. I know you probably didn't have your phone on you. You probably didn't have any lines of communication to make sure that the person get what you got what the person want. I get it, but this is an option you could use. Or, for example, you get a person's a friend or family member's clothes, and you might not be sure about what clothes to get. You could get 2 of their clothes or 3 of their clothes. Or if they ask for a hat, get 2 of the hats or 3 of the hats. You can do this for all walks of life, not just with chips, with sunflower seeds, but with clothes. You can do this with um, money orders too. Well, not spend extra money on money orders, but for example, you wasn't able to mail order mail, but instead of not mailing it out of the mail, you could mail 1 or 2 of the other mails that's mailable, that's transferable. See, so something is better than nothing. You can take this in all walks of life. What I'm saying is the more the merrier to create more multiple choices. Whenever you're confused, create more multiple choices for yourself, especially during confusion, information or situation. Create a multiple choice option that might be in the best interest of yourself to help you to problem solve or find the solution to the problem. And the only exception to the rules is you be better safe than sorry, and the more the merrier. Um, is if the item or product is fairly affordable and inexpensive. If it's a couple dollars, it shouldn't hurt. For example, if you're not sure what headphones to get, maybe get 2 headphones. And this is where the bird in the hand work two in the bush comes into play too. So see, you got to know how to distinguish, differentiate, to discern too. So if it's a couple extra bucks, that shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't be the end of the world. Now, if it's more expensive, whereas a money order where you had to get another money order because you're not sure which place to send the money order, then that'll be different. Then you put that on hold, you call your friends and family members, or you call the billing company. That'd be different. But if it's a couple dollars, two, three, $4, $5, that shouldn't be a big deal. Because remember, you create your own receipt, you create your own insurance, you create your own warranty, you somebody's clothes. If you bring two or three other person's clothes instead of no clothes, then it's worth a shot. It's worth the risk. It's worth the gamble. And you're making things easier for yourself, believe it or not, do when you do the multiple choice technique for when you're confused or when you're not sure what to do, if it's inexpensive or if it's free. And it's similar to if you're going on vacation, going on a train, plane, or on a ship. How this is similar. How you're right. Multiple ways of labeling your luggage, so it won't get mixed with somebody else's luggage. With the bow tie, or with the flowers or the roses on the handle, or with duct tape with your name, your phone number, even your address, with um, the ship luggage tags, um, with a picture of how you look, how your friends, family members look. This is where this comes down to how it ties down to the multiple resource technique. Uh, you doing plan A, B, C, D. And the same thing in the school system too with the kids. Instead of the kids just automatically going to the dean or disciplinarian because they think you can't handle it, you say, let's try the 3-step or 4-step solution focus tool or the multiple resource tool instead of multiple choice, multiple resource tools. So if there's a fight between the other students, you can say, instead of you putting hands on other people, you can come to me. If I can't do it, I'll text the dean. If the dean is busy, then you could go see the dean if the dean doesn't respond. And option D would be to walk away, go to the bathroom, get yourself up, get yourself together. So it's the same thing. It's you can use the multiple resource technique for anything that could change your life, that could save your life, that could change other people's life, that could save other people's life. Similar to you when you pay the bills, how you have a receipt for the money order, you have a receipt from the post office, you take a picture, that's your third receipt, you send it to yourself, that's your fourth receipt. See, so this is the 4 receipt resource technique, the 4-step multiple resource receipt technique. This is for reading words too. The the more the merrier. If you're confused with reading unfamiliar words, you could try 4 different ways. You could try the charade way, where you give yourself or even the kids tools on how to say an unfamiliar word. You can draw pictures, or with you using your body to give them an example. Another way is you can use syllabification forms, where you break it into syllable forms of unfamiliar words. Another way is you put the numbers by the unfamiliar words. Another way is you could let the unfamiliar word rhyme with the word that is familiar to the child's familiar, familiarity. For example, if they don't know how to say synergy, but they know how to say energy, you say, what does synergy um, rhymes with? If a person is running and dancing around, uh, you would say you have a lot of, what's the word? Energy. So if this is energy, what is this word? Energy with an S. S, put S and energy together, you get synergy. And then you could say, you could do reading and math as well. And then you can tell them they can have reading, unfamiliar word, vocabulary journal, or they can create their own dictionary where they put the words, or they can have reading unfamiliar word stickers where they write the word and on a permanent marker, or they have reading unfamiliar word game where they draw the word. If they catch it, they can come to the class and then they draw the word that they want the students to say. Make it fun, educational, interesting, entertaining at the same time. And the same thing with driving too. See, you know I was going to get with the driving thing too. If there's a you know, when reaching a destination, there's 2 or 3 or 4 different ways to reach a certain destination. You could reach one way with tolls, or other way without the tolls, or if you're not sure on how to get to the unfamiliar the destination. You can use landmarks, you can use pictures, you can use GPS, you can use help from a friend by pulling over and calling a friend or family member to help you to get to point A to point B. So this is just to help you with your problem solving, critical thinking, and analytical skills. It's good to be more analytical, to break the hard into simple parts, similar to breaking a hard word into simple words, where you become more of an analytical reader. But I say, I might not be the best reader, but I am heck of an analytical reader, where I can break those French, those Spanish, Italian words into analytical terms. And I might not be the best driver, but I could break the directions into analytical terms. I might not be the best parallel parker, but I could break parallel parking into analytical terms, into 2, 3 basic steps. Well, using the landmarks, so using the landmarks and pictures, you can use it for um, reading, for driving, for parallel parking, for teaching the babies, for all walks of life, with the ladies too. See, the reason I'm saying this too is not to be afraid of putting your foot forward, best foot forward. I'm calling all the bells and the whistles. Give it everything that you have. That's what it's basically saying. Do your best and to become the best. Do your best to become the best. Do your best to strive for perfection. And it starts back with, if you're not sure what to do your best in getting the 2 sunflower seeds or the 2 chips instead of the one. Better safe than sorry, better than nothing. Do your best in getting a person's clothes, even though you bring extra clothes. Do your best in getting a person's hat. Even though it's extra, it's better than nothing. So look at it as you being extra prepared. You're being extra protective. You're being extra safe. Same thing. It's similar to going extra if you winterize in the hot tub or jacuzzi if the weather breaks. You can do so a month in advance instead of doing it in November. You can do so in October when the weather is still in the 60s and 70s. If you do it in November, there's nothing wrong with doing this too. What I'm just saying is, if you make a mistake, you can use your makeup speed to redeem yourself. So don't think that all else failed, that you're a failure or you're a loser. You can use your makeup speed. For example, if you're not sure what chips to get, use your makeup speed and get the extra chips. If you're not sure what clothes to get, use your makeup speed to get the 2 or 3 clothes instead of not trying at all. To bring this video home, it's just basically saying, please don't be afraid. Just like you use the 4 layers of your jacuzzi to winterize your jacuzzi, 4 or 5 different layers for the jacuzzi. Don't be afraid of using 4 or 5 different layers of your intelligence, of your genius, of your creativity, of your resourcefulness for all walks of life. Even if you talk to the ladies, don't be afraid of using your 4 different personalities, your 4 adjectives of you being smart, being witty, being clever, being assertive, being kind, and you can do this without being a suck, without being a pushover. So take the 4 or 5 layers with the jacuzzi, apply it to the ladies, apply it to the babies, apply it to driving, apply it to your online business, whether it's a notary, mobile notary, remote notary, Shark Tank, making YouTube videos, decorating Christmas trees. Don't be afraid of using those 4 or 5 different layers for anything in life, because you are not afraid of trying your best, doing your best to become the best. So the 4 different layers represents or solidifies you not being afraid of giving it your all without any excuse, without any harm being done.